we are on the play. We have a Preordain, Flusterstorm. We have some interaction. Trinket Mage. I think that this is fine. Go ahead and keep this Preordain. Opponent is mulliganing. Looks like they decide to bottom their card, or their scry. So we're going to go ahead and Preordain. We need to find another land. I like keeping the Time Vault. I think I'm going to bottom Jace. Just because we're pretty far away from casting it. And we'll go ahead and draw that Time Vault. And then that puts us in a position to hopefully draw some more land. Looks like Scalding Tarn into Underground Sea and a Preordain of their own. So they go top, draw a card. Alright, so we're able to play our Trinket Mage if we wanted to. So let's run out our mana. I think I like... It'd be nice to be able to cast Flusterstorm in response to playing Trinket Mage. So I think we can at least try to run out Time Vault right now. I just kind of off the chance I don't have an answer main board to that artifact. And then we're going to have Flusterstorm mana up and Swords to Plowshares. So this is pretty good for us. So I think drawing into another land would be great.
Online. It's exciting to watch the orders flow in. What's not so exciting? Shipping them out. That's why you need ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. ShipStation automatically
So Cabal Therapy.
into one simple interface, so you can
I think they're going to either name Voltaic Key or Force of Will. So I think I'm okay with them seeing this hand.
Get an additional month free. Click on the banner or go to shipstation.com, click on the microphone, and enter Spotify.
Alright, so Mental Misstep was the named card. So basically all they get is a peek. I mean, technically, next turn if we were to draw a land, we could Trinket Mage into a key. Apply a replacement effect instead of beginning your turn. So let's see here. You may skip that turn if you do untap. We could skip our turn. I don't think we want to. I could run out the deck fade in there, but I'm going to wait one more turn to see if we can draw a land. If they're stuck on mana here, if these are their only 2 lands, I might even consider untapping that Time Vault. I wouldn't now. So we got Snapcaster Mage, they'll probably Cabal Therapy. Not much we can do about that. We can at least have them spend their mana though. So I don't really want them taking our Trinket Mage. So I think I Flusterstorm here. They probably have a misstep, but they won't be able to pay for their copies. And I don't think I'm gonna worry about the Snapcaster right now. That's a pretty slow clock. Alright, so there's an Arid Mesa. I think we go for our Trinket Mage. Maybe I should have run out the DAC instead. So there's Gush. So they got 7 cards to work with. They're going to force a will that. I think I'm still fine holding on to the swords right now. I'll go ahead and preordain. I think we'll top. So hopefully next turn, with help of this Power Blast, we'll be able to resolve this Dak Faden and start digging. We could try to dig it through time at their end step. Try to draw out a counter. So they're going to decide to hold 3 mana up, maybe. So I mean, now might be a good time to Swords to Plowshares. Draw out a middle messed up for the Pyroblast. I was kind of holding on to it in case they were on like Mentor or something. So they'll probably get to take this dig through time now. So it's a bit of a bummer. Maybe they'll take the DAC. Problem is we're not going to be able to protect the DAC with the Pyroblast. It would have been better to keep the dig through time. And I think... Alright, so... I forgot, we did actually have that other volcanic island up there, so we will be able to protect DAC. I think I'm going to take control of... the ruby. Alright, so they'll get rid of deck Faden. So we're not in terrible shape here. It kind of just depends on what they have in hand. They've got 3 cards, but only 3 lands. I guess that probably puts them in a better spot because they look pretty low to the ground. So Gush would be really bad here. I think as far as things they could have had in their hand, a Sudden Shock wasn't that bad there. They do have us on a clock now. I could go for 2 turns in a row. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Salvagers is pretty sweet, except all it'll be is a blocker here, but I think it's probably still good enough. Alright, so now we're in a pretty good spot. Alright, so Black Lotus is great. So that's kind of infinite mana with the Auriok Salvagers. But we don't really have anything to do with it yet. But we can start beating in. I guess maybe we didn't want to do that because they've got a faster clock than we do. Alright, so that's not bad. Alright, so here's key. So let's go ahead and see if we can combo off here. So they would need to have Mental Misstep. Wow, they had it. Alright, so it doesn't really matter though because we're going to be able to Voltaic Key. Get that back. And then go infinite here, so got their game 1. Alright, so we got like a Delver deck. So Aethersworn Canis is kind of interesting, but it's probably just going to eat some removal. I kind of like Grafdigger's Cage. Maybe bring in some Wear Tears just in case. So I'm pretty new with this deck. I'm still kind of learning what I can and cannot cut here. I think we can probably get rid of Saheeli Ray. So we got 2 more cards to cut. Pyroblasts are good. Could maybe get rid of a top. I could get rid of the Blightsteel Tinker package, but they're not running white, so that seems like it's pretty strong. Could get rid of Thirst for Knowledge, and since it's Divining Top, it gets rid of a little bit of our filtering and card draw. And we did bring in some cards that aren't amazing. I think I'll get rid of I think I'll just bring in 1 Grafdigger's Cage. And if it happens, that's fine, but if not, I'm not going to really force it. And maybe 1 Wear Tear, just to have some outs. What I don't want to lose to is like a Null Rod, although I'd still be able to tinker into Blightsteel. That definitely look like a deck that could be running Null Rod. So this is an interesting hand. With Blightsteel in hand, it does take out our well, let's see. So we can get Dak fading out turn 1. But that'll put us pretty far away from Blightsteel. We'd have to have... I mean, if we ever wanted to cast this... Well, actually, if we can get Dak out, we can start stealing some Mox, maybe. I feel like they wouldn't keep without a Force of Will, but maybe they would. We'll see where it gets us. So that's kind of what we want to see. Hopefully we'll be able to steal a Mox this turn. So we need to find a blue source. Let's go blue-white. See if we get mental misstepped here. We did not.
Is the most challenging part of my job.
We started using ZipRecruiter about 3 months ago. 1 click and my job was posted to 200 plus job boards, all the top sites.
All of the candidates came to my
Might not need to be running all these artifacts out.
The number of great applicants we got. I don't know how we hired before ZipRecruiter.
Find the best candidates with ZipRecruiter, where your job is just 1 click away from 200 plus job sites. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. Just click the banner now or go to ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify.
Alright, so we'll get that Sapphire. We'll see if they go for like a sudden shock. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. We'll actually be 1 away from just casting Blightsteel. I feel like if they had the Force of Will, they would have Force of Will Dak. Oh, it actually cost 12, so... For some reason I was thinking it cost 11, but I think I was just getting confused with Power Toughness. So, got rid of our Black Lotus. I think that probably takes away Blightsteel for some time. So they're not in terrible shape. They've got 6 cards. We've only got 2 in hand, and one of them is kind of a dead card. And then a couple lands. I do like seeing top, and Tolarian Academy is great, so I'm actually going to get rid of Library and Mana Confluence. We can go ahead and get top out, and we might actually be able to go Tolarian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. So next turn, maybe. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're still a little short. I think maybe we just top right now. So I'll put that on top. We'll put top, top. Next turn we can try to dig. Could try to dig this turn. Oh, I should have played Tolarian Academy. Oh well. Wow, that was really dumb. I think we'll just delve all these away. So I think we go. If we go Force of Will, another blue card, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're still going to be a little short, so maybe we just need to get some value cards here. I think I like Preordain. So since it's Divining Top, and Grafdigger's Cage, I think that's fine. So I'm kind of fumbling through this a little bit, but I just want to make sure that if they're gonna mental misstep anything, it's the Sensei's Divining Top. So I kind of want that Grafdigger's Cage. Because now we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I don't think we're quite to the point where we need to try to force out Blightsteel, but so they've got 10 cards, 1 land, 9 cards, 1 land. They're gonna go Young Pyromancer. I think they've got to have a Force of Will. I think we can Thirst for Knowledge. So this Force of Will minimum step. Discard 2 cards. Misstep and Pyroblast. I guess I could have gone Dak Faden first. No. I don't want to do that. Probably should use Max Emerald there. So I think we want to draw that Force of Will. We could actually float that. Alright, so we got Force of Will back up. So we got Dig Through Time. We could Force of Will this and Force of Will their Force of Will if they have one. So we're going to have yeah, it's not ideal for sure, but they're going to have 2 Force of Wills really. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana Force of Will. I think we just go for it. I mean, otherwise we're just letting them take a lot of time, build up their hand. They're getting mana back, they're getting a board. So we'll see if they have an Ignite Chewer. So there's black, there's duress. So it looks like they're getting some blockers going. So we're going to top. We're going to want Force of Will on top. Yep, so they'll need to block with at least 2. So they're at 9 poison now. And we've got the Force of Will. So it's looking pretty good, but you never know. Alright, good games.